Gemini, hot tub time machine. So, are you always in the tub or in the steam room? Or Stephen's? I'm in Stephen's room. That's me. What do you know? I'm in my own room. Yeah, I do have a Gemini in my chart. You're right, Gemini. Well, I'm hearing I'm in the steam room or Steve's room. I mean, who's in my room? Anybody? It's probably a dead person, maybe. I don't know. But like, I'm in Steve's room, or I'm in a steam room, or Sarah, or Sassa. Anybody begin with S? But I'm in a steam room, or in a hot tub time, like a hot. Sorry, I can't say it. What they're saying, a hot tub time machine. So that is actually a film, but in a hot tub. So a bath, right? So are you swimming, a swimming bath, or in a bath all the time having hot baths? I'm having a hot bath, cold bath, hot bath, cold bath. So someone that's from Bath, so like Sheffield or from Bath, or unless you know Richard Bath. Well, I used to know Richard Bath a long time ago. I don't know if anyone's struggling with addictions here, but like Bath, from Bath, or having a hot bath and then a cold bath, or a hot shower and a cold shower. Oh, very bizarre messages, but hot tub time machine. So something to do with getting hot and steamy, and like I'm getting hot and steamy with Steve. So that's probably like I'm hearing a Sagittarius. So there's a temper energy here of like raising the temperature, raising Arizona. It might be around your mother, or it might be around your children. Anybody else out there got a Gemini mother that clashes with a life path 7 and 4? Well, like getting like temper. I keep picking up temperature, like hot and then cold, but I don't pick up like an illness. I just keep picking up like a paradox energy, like we normally go through Gemini with you, like blowing hot and cold around a family situation, but then something getting very hot and steamy. Now, I don't know if that's just physically where you're single and you're always having a lot of hot baths, or you're with someone and it's getting hot and heavy. So, like, steady, let's go steady, ready, steady goes. Life path 7, Cancerian. So I'm hearing, right, are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? Right, if we're ready and we got my thermos, then we can go. So some of you, like, you could be dealing with a Virgo somewhere, or a life path 9 or a 9 energy. And it might be where you're planning on like traveling somewhere. Like, have you got your thermos? Have you got your packed lunchbox? Have you got your rucksack? Have you got like, does someone like walk to work and they're like, Idaho, it's off to Idaho we go. Or like you live in Idaho, or you're, I don't know, shacking up with a hoe. I don't know. Unless you're into rhymes and slang or something. But I keep hearing Idaho, but that came up through the last reading that I did, which was Libra. I don't know, it's a few hours ago now since I did Libra reading. I think it was Libra when I was hearing Idaho. Someone from Idaho. Tim, you right, Tim? My friend Tim is from Idaho. But I definitely keep hearing like Idaho, potato. Someone also from Ireland up in here and is like Idaho potato. So, potato. So, I don't know, are you eating a lot of potatoes? Mashed potato, mash, let's get smashed. Oh, that's probably my moderators all stoned up in here. But like, you could be getting smashed and stoned, or like you're going somewhere to smash someone. Now, if you're from Britain, that's normally what you call it. Like, getting smashed, it's like, yeah, I'd smash that. So, you're rough. Man, Geminis, bruv. The old smashing something. Let's hope it's a potato or a... Y'all know what I'm... fucking old enough to know what I mean, right, bruv? But, like, I'm going to get smashed. Now, that might be where you're just like, fuck it, balls to the wall, bruv. I'm just going to go and get absolutely nutted off my brain and drink and do everything. I mean, I don't know who the fuck that is. You want to calm yourselves down? Because I'm hearing, I'm going to get smashed. Now, that could be a person, right, like I'm on a promise. Because that could be like, right, I'm on a promise. They're going to come over and smash my doors in. You could be in the door, out the door, in the door, out the door, like myself. Gemini Moon, Angel Radio, mixing, mastering, production, doors, which would be... Then you got Jim, Morrison, Jim, Jillian, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Morrison, Emily, Melissa, Maria, Matilda, Michael, Jackson, blah, 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 so on and so forth. In the door, out the door, so some of you could be in Ableton, or I don't know, any of the others that I don't use anything else, but Ableton. So mixing, mastering music, that's been there for a while for you guys, but it would be for me. Gemini. Well, let's just stick with those for the time being, because some kind of temperature. See, I don't know. You might be a hospital nurse or something to do with that in the hospitals. Debbie, like in the hospital and taking people's temperature. And you're right there, George. Let's just stick your thermometer in here. This might be George Squires. I did hear that was two names that I got. Jeffrey and my name is Jeff and Jeffrey. Because these are people at the George Hotel, and it's up here, and I come up with two names that could possibly be ill, but they are elderly people. George Squires, if you have not seen me before, I could well freak you out. I do predict the prediction of death. Unfortunately, it's a burden to carry, but it is there. It doesn't mean you. I'm just hearing George, Georgina, George Squires, Jeffrey Haynes. Jeffrey Haynes. Who? That came up before. Jeffrey Haynes. I'm sure I know that name from somewhere before. Jeffrey Haynes. That is not as Jeff. Jeffrey? Jeff. My name is Jeff. But like Jeffrey. But they're elderly people that go to a pub called the George. And I'm hearing, let's put a thermometer in here to test your temperature. So it might be something to do around hospitals, so on and so forth. You might work there. You could even be going there to have your... I am not great, to be honest with you, Gemini, myself. I have got so many medical problems that are unanswered. I don't know what it is. One of them speaking to dead people, but that can't be cured. When you have a strange condition, a bit like myself, when you're a medium, you can get very lost in time, right? And you can not know if it's planets and shit that's messing with your auras and your chakras and everything else. And that's why you feel like drained, because that doesn't help. That does happen anyway. But my CPAP and my fucking machine has gone absolutely wrong. It just is too... It's not working. And I'm not using it and everything else. And I'm having really struggling around that. And then somebody was kind enough to say, Steve, have you heard of it possibly being a low B1 within tablets? Okay, so I'm sorry if it's a message, but it is also for me, so I'm going to have to go with it. But like now I'm trying to think whether that would be insulin, because I've had my blood test and they're saying that your bloods are absolutely fine. There is nothing wrong with your bloods. But B1, if it's to do with like deficiency within sleep apnea, they can't detect that in your blood. So I've done a little bit of research and I've actually bought some tablets, but they're just a B vitamin and they're not strong enough. And I have to go to the doctors. They're always closed. You can't get in where I am. And then it's kind of making me feel, because I go to sleep, right? Like a little while ago, I crashed out and I felt awful today. And I've like literally had a kip and I wake up starving for something sweet. Okay. And it's kind of like my insulin level is kind of dropping. But every time I have a blood test, it doesn't say that I have got, like, you know, what do you call it? Diabetes. And, man, I don't know if it is something that's going on where I can't figure out what it is and they can't figure out what it is. I don't know if it's because I'm weird and because all my chakras are open as well. I am a very pale-looking grey person up here and here. And my colour and my complex goes... And I just don't know what it is. They're not giving me any answers to what it might be. And it well be. There you go. I've been saying that for a while. Bianca, Beyonce, Britney from Britain. B. Spirit is saying it could well be vitamin B1. So anyway, I'm trying to get into the doctors. So any of you out there that do all this kind of stuff, but I'm going to have to go with it, because if I was watching it, my own reading, I would be like, this is a message for me. Right? So they're saying something around doctors, vitamins, minerals, B1, cholesterol, which I'm also on. So it might be like blood work, but I've already had blood test. So it might be like research into anything that is like medical and stuff. But we do have astrology, and it's so difficult when you have like an underlying medical condition. Some of you, they're saying that you might have, or you could have had this for a while, a medical condition, or you are a medic or a paramedic or something like that, or a paratrooper or Pucci or Paula or Pisces. Could be here also. Pauline, Joe, Jolie, Jodie, Jonine, Joe, the name Joe, Joanne, Annabelle, Pollyann. I don't know where Pollyanne's been, unless you pop up on my Pisces reading that's out in a minute. I don't know. I'm going to leave it at that. But yeah, I mean, I'm having a few struggles at the moment around my health. Because some days I can feel like physically kind of okay. But because I've been going to the gym and stuff. But I've literally blown my diet because I was starving for some sugar. Man. And yeah, it's just a weird thing. I don't know what it is. Anyway, let's see what you've got, Gemini. So yeah, nothing there concrete. Something hot and steamy anyway. That's something to look forward to. Hot and steamy and steaming straight into someone, getting smashed, right? Now, whichever way that is, I don't know. It's either sex or it's like, fuck it, let's just like drink and like, you know, or whatever. Trevor also, Tracy, Trevor. Yeah, something's getting hot and heavy and steamy. I don't know, I keep seeing someone in a bathtub. So, you might be looking at someone in a bathtub. I don't know. You might be looking to buy a bathtub. I don't know. But they keep saying hot, heavy, heavy-handed, and something to do with around steam room or Steve's room. That's freaking me out. Steve's room. Yeah, this is my room. Steve's room. Steve's room. We always look at Steve's room. Of course you do if you're watching this, because this is my room. What is that? I'm always looking at Steve's room. Unless you know another Steve. Another Steve. I'm in Steve's room. I'm in Steve's room. Well, apparently some of you are in Steve's room. But anyway, let's get on. So, yeah, a little bit of comedy there. Nothing really concrete. I just think like some sort of like sexual type sort of thing maybe. I don't know. Hot and heavy, steam, baths, saunas, swimming. Temperature being taken, something to do with around like hospital temperature, hospital nurses, all that kind of thing. Right, take your temperature. Hot and cold flushes. Some of you could be on your like your PMT or whatever you call it, and your woman shit, where you're like, oh God, I'm having a nut flush, and like going through all your premenstrual stuff. Whatever, hot flushes, periods. Oh, Jesus Christ, bruv. You want to try being a fucking man? How dare you say that? It's difficult being a man. You women have got it easy. Right? No, premenstrual stuff like, yeah, going through your periods, like, oh, God, it's hot in here. Or like someone's like getting all steam and like, cool, it's getting hot in here, Steve. Like, it's getting hot and steamy. Like, it's all like drip. Someone is dripping. That's all I'm saying. What is that? Well, I can see, like, it's that hot and it's that heavy that it's either wet and sticky or it's just where the condensation is like it's just, like, you know, you across the mirror and it's like, hello? Like, I don't know, just like steam rooms or like, I don't know, something to do with bathing or bathing or bathing suits. Or that's what I got for you, Gemini. Now, if this isn't you, it could be the other person or no one. I don't know, take it or leave it. So let's have a look. Gemini, from the 21st until the 30th. I just really am struggling today, Gemini, to be honest with you. Could be something that's going on up in the sky. Also have to deal with that. But 21st to the 30th. So I just have to say this also. For the people that are schizophrenic, paranoid, and got fucking PTSD and riddled with PTSD and hate me, I'm not looking at records. And I haven't stolen people's phones and records like I've been accused of. Trust me, I've had that as well, Gemini. September 21st to the 30th. There's a piece of paper. It's on here. I don't live in time, so I have to look. September 21st to the 30th. I'm not reading records and stealing people's phones and looking at their names. And that's just for the schizophrenic lot. You're over there. The batshit crazy lot are here. The pissed and stoned people are all kind of... There's people that are all fucked off the nut on this channel. Oh dear. Everybody's crazy. Everybody out. Don't annoy Scorpio. Definitely don't get on my bad side. Anyway, 21st. I have a Scorpio rising. So you can watch this as a Capricorn as well, or a life path 6, Gemini also, because you come up as 6. If you don't know how I read, you have to watch the videos provided below because it's numerology. So the 21st until the 30th of September for Gemini. I think you've looked at it enough, Steve. I've got to get out, man. I'm going on a break. I'm going on a holiday. You know what? I'm just going to pick up my carcass and start doing something, right? So this is you, like, work at home. Someone works at home, and there's possible energies of maybe having a break. You alright, greatest? You stay down there, bruv. I've really got to clean out that fan. Something to do with... Yeah, well, somewhat working at home, but trying to have a break as well. Like, it can be also... just feeling suffocated, but it's coming out of that. Like, you know, if you want to get out of a situation, then you have to get out of it. You have to do things about it, right? So it could be research as well. Or some hearing the name Raya, Jackie Raya, Reese, Rihanna, or like Anna, Polly Anna. But like, I need to get out for a little bit, and I need to have a break. And if I want something done, I'm gonna have to do it myself. Putchi, Paula. I'm gonna have to do something about it, getting out of this. But this is normally someone that works at home, okay, that could be like a retired person also, that is just like very busy person trying to get out of the Eight of Swords. Needing to take a break, have a rest, have a Kit Kat, basically. Quite plain, simple, really. 21st until the 30th of September for Gemini. The Empress, Pisces, yeah, so there you go, there's my chart. Yeah, this could be a mother as well if she's a Gemini. But like, yeah, or a Pisces mum, I don't know. But yeah, having a break, having a Kit Kat, and just talking to someone quite a lot, I would say, or a lady of leisure, or a man of leisure. Like I said, there's the leisure centre. So yeah, that's the gym that I go. So it's a Jim, Julian, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack, Jackson, Jackie's son. That is also me because my mum is called Jackie. Leisure centre. So going to the gym, treadmill, that kind of stuff, working out, going for a walk. That can also mean that you sit at a desk all day, do a job like I do, and then you get up and you go for a walk. Because I did hear lady or man of leisure, which means leisure centre, or you're just like having a break somewhere. But the Empress is here, so you're taking back control of your own life and doing pretty much what you like. That's why this is a lady or a man of leisure, okay? Because I can afford to do what I want when I want. I could work from home, and if I want to take a break, I will. I find it very difficult. Or you lot that don't work for yourself, it's difficult to have a day off when you work for yourself. Not the fact that you may not be able to afford it, but taking those days off are also important when you are a work addict, right? But like taking a break, taking a breather. If you're a man or a lady of leisure, this would be a retired person maybe, or looking at retirement. Or someone's looking at the Empress, which would be a Pisces person. So you have it in your chart, or the other person does, and someone that you're looking at. If not, that's Meg Ryan and Billy Crystal. That is the piece on the side. Meaning, if you're cross-watching and you're confused and you know that a person's with another person, they are. This came up in Libra reading. What I didn't tell you, what you didn't see, is, well, I'll give you it. If you have a placement of 2 or Libra and you're cross-watching and you don't know, and you know that you're in possible third party, Libra reading on Patron had this same card here with the Emperor. The Emperor and the Empress were in a relationship. This side wasn't. And it was to do with parents and stuff like that, exes. But any of you are cross-watching and you're like, well, is that me? Because I have no. That means that if you're in a third party and you're like, is this person with another person? More than likely. Because like I said, Meg Ryan here could be the person that they're with. Like a Pisces. Okay. So why I say Meg Ryan, Billy Crystal, because it's the piece on the side, which means, and it always did, back when I was when I first had my first tarot card reading, really, it was always known as a mistress. This was like when I was 15, right? The mistress, someone could have like another woman if it's a third party in a cheating situation, but if you're interested in someone, it could be that they are with this woman. Because Aries, which is 4, which is also Scorpio, so the Emperor and the Empress here, which is 3 and a Pisces, so like Scorpio people, Aries people, and Pisces people, there was a marriage and stuff like that compared to someone that was leaving and going, okay? But curious about what's going on over here then, in a relationship already. But if you're over on Patreon, you get to see all of those messages. I think I pretty much just told you. Anyway, so it's 20... from the 21st to the... Man, I am so bad at keep looking at that. September for Gemini. Virgo, yeah, it was. It's someone that's looking at... Well, I mean, these two people could be together. It could be a paradox number. You don't have to worry. All it is like you're either talking to the person, you're either with the person, or you're not. If you're curious about the person, it might be because they're with Meg Ryan here, right? But this is looking at a Piscean. Someone is looking at a Pisces, or someone thinks that they're looking at a Pisces. I don't know. This is what annoys me. Not annoys me, but you know, I don't have to go over this every time. If you ever have questions, the first thing you want to do really first is to ask the person, itself, right? Because Libra had asked them. I'll ask them, and from Ask 'em House, a care worker, Danielle, but like from Ask 'em House, but also I'll ask them, which means if you're worrying, thinking, because this has been around me, fucking like, just like, curiosity. Are they watching me on Facebook? Are they watching me? Are they gang stalking me? Are they watching me? All of that kind of stuff, right? If you got questions, it's quite simple. To stop all the paranoia. Hello, Belinda, is that you? Yeah. Can you remember me back in from 1964? You had this all month where I was going over all of these like scenarios of like the unknown soldier, Jim Morrison, the unknown person. Are they in the background there? I can feel them all up in my chakras and auras, and I haven't spoke to them in fucking centuries. But are they there? But numerology will state, don't get too much up in your head. If you want to know a question, ring the person itself and say, all right, Dave, how are you getting on, bruv? Right? Can you remember me? Because it's a message. Can you remember me back in 1964 when we used to play together? Right? If you've been watching my channel for a while and you go back and you haven't, go through those messages where I was telling you it was about people that had been seen but not heard, and they'd never actually seen the person or hadn't seen them in fucking centuries. And it was to do with David Beckham, where I was going through the like, you know, can you remember me? We used to play at school and blah, 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 when I used to kick you the ball, Dave. Right? It's a story, but it's coming up again. Someone doesn't know. It's an old-time war hero or an old-time person that they haven't seen in centuries. But if you've got questions, you need to reach out. But if someone's with Meg Ryan here, then you don't know. Because if you know they're in a relationship, right, then you don't come in between the relationship because you go into a third party. Because Meg Ryan here was in a relationship more than likely when it was a Libra energy. They was with the Emperor, right? Virgo did come up in certain energies, but it's all mixed here. Someone's keeping an eye on a Pisces, or they are talking to a Pisces here. Life Path 9 or Virgo, Life Path 3, Pisces, Life Path 8, Aquarian, Leo placements. Let's see. But it gets complex because some people out there were curious about Meg Ryan here, right? And the pecan pie, and the bit on the side. Pecan pie. Some of you might be eating pie. Oh, shit, I better hide them. Stop eating the pies. Stop eating burgers. Yeah, I bought some burgers as well. Shit, bruv, it's getting bad. And I've done so well on my diet, but tonight is my night, babe. It's my cheat day. Let's see. Put down the burgers. Put down the ice cream. 21st until the 30th. 7. Got options. Some of you are right and utter batshit crazy loopy people. Sorry, but you're all up in metaphysical land, wandering and thinking without actions. And I've gone over it and shouted and screamed at people until I'm blue in the face. Don't never manifest from a thought. You need to manifest the thought, and if you have one, you need to speak. Because if you don't, you pretty much just sit up there in cuckoo land for fucking ages, bringing the devil down through a manifestation. So when you manifest a thought, and then the thought requires an action. That is normally verbal. Okay, verbal speaking is really important. Okay, because it's finding out and it's curious, and a lot of people are like, are they spying? Are they gang stalking? If you're watching tarot, it's you. If you're asking questions and you're getting tarot card readings, you're watching, you're inquiring about someone else's life, right? So the best way you do it, because you've got energies of like, right, I'm trying to find out information here, whether someone's in a relationship and trying to find out info. This is that crazy lunatic that's been trying to find out fucking info, thinking, oh man, I ain't gonna go into that. Just fucking shoot. But like, I don't want to ruin your reading here. But just watch the Scorpio reading and the Pisces reading. You'll probably find out. But like, yeah, it's all around me. That's what I'm saying. There's weird people all around me here. But don't worry about it. Don't get paranoid, schizophrenic. Anybody else out there thinking, is it me? That's like, no. For a lot of you here, right? Yeah, because I think the best way a lot of time is just cut off a lot of social media and just cut it all off. Just, you know. Anyway, just see. Seven of Cups. Some of you do not manifest from a state of, right, I've got all this in my head, blah, 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 blah. I've got questions. Okay, are they my twin flame? Are they everything else? I've got strong sensation that somebody's around all up in me chakras and me auras, bruv. If you feel that, you have to act on it. You have to act on your feeling. But be careful of goddamn raving, lunatic, fucking psycho empaths. Empaths are the people who are kind of like, ugh, and they're waking up and they're like, ugh, 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 and they're like, let me just suckle on something else and just grab onto your energy. That's an empath. All of you are like, well, I used to tell everybody in the comment section that I'm an empath, and now I actually realise what that's like. Yeah. Raving lunatic empaths are kind of like, ugh. Yeah, right, let's grab hold of your energy, right, and let's just suck it. Somebody really wants to chuff on a member, I'm just saying here. And if you're squeamish and you don't like me mentioning all this, go somewhere else. Right, but, yeah. There's, because I'm a comedy, this is entertainment purposes. It says entertainment. The bit where it gets serious is the bit that you pay for, that majority of people don't anyway. They just complain. But, yeah, like I said, you got to be careful also. Raving lunatic empaths that are all out there just floating around. This is like, right, I'm just circling my prey, floating around in the background with all of the unknown soldier energy and all of the, I got no clue and no answer and I never got one. I'm still just searching for the answer, all up in cuckoo land here. You come towards a stable person, they would say no. They would say no, okay? If you've got questions and answers and you're kind of like thinking, right, is this person watching a Meg Ryan? More than likely. Are they talking? If they are, they are. If they're not, and you're in the background curious about this Empress, okay, if you're not asking questions, okay, or this person is curious about this person, because you've got two. These two people, like I said, you know, when you're in third-party energies, Meg Ryan here could actually be with a Life Path 9, or could actually be with a Virgo within their Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. And all of you guys you're watching all up in cuckoo land thinking that these four cards represent yourselves or someone else. Well, it's possible. You see, that's where numerology plays a part. If you are not speaking and you are not talking and you are watching tarot card readings for an answer that you are not asking because of thoughts, feelings all up in my head, but I'm not asking them, there's a good chance that these two people could actually be together. If you're like out there like, right, are these two people together? I've got a sensation that someone's all up in me chakras and me auras, but I don't know. I haven't spoke to them and I haven't asked. I'm just all up in illusion, all just thinking that 664469, everything else is 64 and 3, and add that together and we must be twin flames and we must all have it all up in our chakras and everywhere, and I'm feeling them everywhere. If you're going through all of that and you're not actually acting upon that with a response of coming from vocabulary, I'm giving you the God's honest truth here. I'm not a sugarcoat reader, okay? If you're not doing that, you'll sit here in metaphysical land for fucking years. This is Pink Floyd. I've been mad for fucking years. Absolutely years. Someone could be a raving fucking lunatic. Just saying, bruv. But like I said, I've been mad for years, absolutely years. It will drive you crazy if you don't act upon thought. Now, if you guys have, and you have verbally spoke to the person and they haven't answered, that's an answer. Like, no answer at all, blocked, and it's all blocked and they have never responded and everything else. That is an answer. You've had your answer. It's no. Okay? It came out for another reading. I think I said it in Libra reading. If I've given you answers of no, that is that answer. No. Right? If there, because there was another reading where it was, you don't tell me no, I don't like being told no, but still floating around in the background. I think it came up in Sagittarian reading, I think. Anyway, yeah, there's a few here because you have to see it like I do. Okay, if you're not thinking, if you're thinking but you're not speaking on your vocabulary of what it is that you've got, it's a good chance that the person that you're spying on and like watching and like hypnotically drawn all up into the chakra bit, then it's a good chance that Meg Ryan is here with actual Billy Crystal, like they are actually together, right? Because the other woman that they're with is a good fucking chance that their life paths could be the same that would come up with these numbers, you see? So the person that Meg Ryan here is with, it could well be a Virgo, that they are actually together, and you are actually like thinking, are they together? Is that me because that my star sign come up and their star sign come up? Well, no, because this could be Billy Crystal and Meg Ryan, meaning that if this is a Pisces, possibly interested in a Virgo, but one of you are just all up in cuckoo land, not actually like verbally saying anything, it's a good chance that this is a placement that the woman has. That the woman, like, you know, third parties of what you metaphysically say, they're not. They're with someone. So if they are, there's a good chance that this is that woman. This is the piece on the side. It isn't cheating. If you shouldn't be with cheaters and liars anyway. If not, that's what I'm saying. It would be because these two people are talking with one another here. So if you guys are out there and you're like, well, I'm not, but I know this is my chart. Well, that's because this person could well be with Meg Ryan. Right? Here. See, I see different patterns. It takes me ages and I spend loads of energy because I have to explain my vision, trying to get you guys hopefully fucking seeing things the way you really should, right? The tarot card readings are so in-depth because I have a lot of depth to my vision, right? But they really are. And you have to start educating yourself differently to come out all of this fucking rainbows and picket fences and fucking like, oh my god, we're all up in here and like, no, you have to come back to earth, you know, realise that you're a human. 21, but these two could well be together. 21st until the 30th for Gemini. Page of Swords, so there could be children, they're clients all here. These are clients. This is you and the person, or you or the other person that have children. Now, this is not gang stalking. This is you guys now watching tarot card readings and curious about what's going on. Okay. This is also friends. These are also clients because these are people. Children, young ones, teenagers, adults, yourselves. People that have children. They are also thinking that someone is speaking to someone. Because people do speak during their day to people, right? But all pages mean thinking is a thought, right? If your fucking phone is like, hello Belinda, yeah, we're talking all the time. You obviously are, right? But if you guys are not, and you're watching and you're like, well, I've got so many questions that need answering from this person, but I'm watching, and are they all up in the shadows watching me and gang stalking me? No, that's not a word. That isn't a word. That's people that are all G'ing up fucking YouTube and don't know what tarot really is. Okay, these are people that are spying, lurking in the background there, spying. Like, these are raving lunatic empaths as well. Honestly, like Sigourney Weaver, right? Like, right, we're all floating around here, bruv. We're all fucking loony empaths, and we're all like ready and curious. like to just bring all of our weird shit towards people. I'm not kidding you, right? So we're all floating around here, very curious of all of these thoughts that are all manifesting into my head. But what am I doing about it? Am I speaking up myself? Or am I just a person that sits back and thinks? Oh my God, life is like a butterfly and it's... Oh, no, bruv, yo, wake the fuck up, right? Because you are awakening, not awoke. No one's ever awoke. No, you always don't get any better. As you go through it, it doesn't get any better. I'm not going to be the bearer of bad news. It gets worse. So, like, good luck. You should have took the red pill. You took blue pills. So, you know, that's all up you in the matrix. So there you go. So this is everlasting. It happens. Tough. Ground yourself. Start realising who you are, where you are, right? If you're sitting in the background and you're just all up in metaphysical land thinking and thinking and thinking, you're turning into a little bit of a stalker there, trying to find out about other people's relationships. Here. Because it could be here. You're inquiring, is someone in a relationship? That's you floating around like, right, let's see where I can... Oh, they're training my energy. People have been teaching you the wrong way. But, like I said, these are all thoughts. So a lot of you, you're just the thinkers. Right? I would rather be the action person. If I'm talking to someone, guarantee I am. This could well be me. Talking to someone here already, right? Could be. So if I am, that's my business. None of yours, right? But again, here. They're either thoughts or they're speaking. The person that is with someone. If it's Billy Crystal or Meg Ryan, they've got kids. They've got children. Probably 2, maybe 3. Don't know. But children as well. Steve, I've had a tarot card reading off other people back in the past and they told me that they're going to reach out and they never did. No, because the first thing I ever tell you that when you reach out from a tarot card reading for me is say, okay, so why is it that you're not actually reaching out and speaking to this person? Because I don't get it. Why are you not asking? No, well, and some people say, well, I had a tarot card reading and I've been sitting back waiting for a year or so, waiting for the person to reach out because a tarot card reader told me that they're going to reach out. But they never did. And I was like, no, because you wasted your time. Because what they didn't tell you is that this page means thinking of the person, waiting for a message, checking your phone. Are they text yet? Are they messaged yet? Are they text yet? Are they messaged yet? Let's just go, right, okay, let's go through their Facebook. Okay, let's find out everything that they've got on their Facebook. Okay, let's find out, just delete your goddamn Facebooks if things are that much paranoia for you guys out there. Jesus, Facebook is such one of the most paranoid fucking thing is face ache, right? But like that, like if you're inquiring about someone's life, that's you spying on their life, basically, right? There's no harm in it if that's what you want to do, because I don't know you. But, you know, just always understand that these are curious, very curious people that are all floating around with this 7 energy here, trying to find out what might be going on here. This is a hello, hello, hello. What's going on here then? I'm a little bit curious that something might be going on. It's a bit like a detective. I'm trying to detect that, but I detect it all up in my auras. I'm connected to them. Are they talking to them? Because if you ain't, they're not connected. If you haven't been for fucking centuries, then they are not connected. You are. You are the feminine energy connected to a person. That doesn't mean that they're going to be able to detect all of that. No, because like I said, if they're with Meg Ryan here already, they probably haven't got any feelings for the energy whatsoever. It's just that the energy here always tells you that you're floating around up in cuckoo land feeling the fact that other people have feelings for you without vocabulary. That's where you can bring the devil into fruition by like loads of thoughts that all manifest back into thoughts, which leads to obsession, which leads to spying and stalking. And then people start turning to Facebook, finding out info on people's Facebooks and God knows what else, and posting up pictures of their kids. It's been happening. Coming up in readings, putting my children all up online, like physical what? These are young children that are all being like on social media here. But again, and it came up in other readings, Scorpio readings it came up in. But do you see what I'm saying to you guys? Right? This is being curious of whether someone's with Meg Ryan or not. Right? Personal, private life. So I'm trying to help you with that, is to let you know about obsession, that things lead to obsession about spying on people. So when a person says they're fucking stalking and spying the shit out of you, that's you guys doing so much research on all of the stuff that you're not speaking of. You're just like, wah, someone has feelings for me, but I haven't told them. Obsession, right? Obsession. So you'll go through qualities of addiction and God knows what else, right? Being obsessed. You have to be obsessed in order to know what addiction feels like, to know what healing feels like, because you will be obsessed about the person that much that you'll start to end up feeling the devil energy around you, going crazy, literally driving yourself nuts. Okay? Because you can't manifest without. Right? Think of something. Right, Steve, I need to go and have a shit. Right, brilliant. Right, I'm going to get up off my seat. I'm going to go and have one, bruv. I'll be back in a minute and I'll feel better. Right, action. That's what I want to do. I need to go and make myself a cup of brew. Right, brilliant. Right, off into the kitchen, make one, sit down. Oh, look, there's a drink. Brilliant. I actually prepared one earlier because I thought I might be thirsty. Cheers. Right? Action. I wouldn't have that drink right in front of me if I didn't think first, Steve, you might be thirsty in a minute during this. Get a drink prepared, bring it in here, there it is, manifested it, straight with action. That's what I wanted. If you've got feelings for people and thoughts for people and blah, 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 then you're obviously thinking of them. So what you need to do is, well, probably what you're doing, getting prepared to find out whether someone's with Meg Ryan and Billy Crystal or not, right? So that's up to you. But that's the storyline so far that I've got for you, Gemini. If you want this to continue on and see what messages we've got for both sides, then you'll have to join Patron and the full access bundle there. But there are so many messages over there, guys, that you get your answers. That's where you get your answers on Patreon. Okay, so if you want to, you can. It will be the full access bundle only. Okay. This is you versus them, so this is this side, which means it can be children and clients, it can be one reading, and it can be your thoughts and you, and this is the people that are together and not together, and so many different things. But if you want it, you can find the link provided below, but it will only be the full access bundle on Patreon. Okay, and then when we have finished these ones, we will be doing the month for the next month, October. Wow. Okay, so thanks very much, guys, I really do appreciate it, and I'll hopefully see you on the other side.